Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub on Friday night. It feel like a club, getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, put it in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach starting to stand on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big guys and go easy, off the easy for cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All the fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first. The Dub.
You saying my bad ain't gonna feed my family. You gonna know the wolf standard. Be accountable, be committed, be disciplined. How we do anything is how we do everything. My expectations are high.
Sometimes I hunt for the storm just to weather it. Prefer them deadly than challenge accepted. And don't get too friendly, my motives are treacherous. There's a thin line between pain and what pleasure is. And on that thin line is me leaving them breathless. Make them aware it's their moment of reckoning. Used to be less of a wreck, now I'm reckless. I'm the best and I still get the best of them. Hold up, I'm feeling a little bit dangerous, and they're looking a little bit anxious. If I'm laughing while I'm twiddling my fingers, it's only a warning that you can't just walk up to me, talking to me. Ain't no telling my reaction, I could black out. This is such an experience, and it's always one I want to max out.
We trying to win, but we're also trying to prepare you for life too.
Salute. It's Sunday night. We back at it. We got to talk. We got some things to talk about, man. Shout out to my man B Rise, aka Arnold. Hyder is janky.
Alonzo, I put it on. Listen, y'all. I put it on my everything. I've been a Duke fan for 26 years. I ain't never seen nothing like that until he started talking. we were doing good. Say, Alonzo, I promise. I was testing J, man. We were going back and forth. Like, yeah, we were just, man, I look up, man, I know he lost, man. He with a little smiley face. I said, oh, boy, damn, boy. Oh, that dude's janky, man.
He is.
Oh, man.
Hey, man, shout out. Shout out to Duke, man. Shout out to they definitely got living booty of the month. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, my feelings hurt, boy.
Oh, man.
What you been, man? AKA NASA. We got
man
tonight.
Man, it's that time of year, man. Like I say, March Madness coming up on playoff track season. Man, we got man. I gotta say this though, man. Let me give my man, Mr. Arnold a hard time, man. He just, sometimes just fall on the wrong side. That's okay. Pure flow. We still coming back, man. But I try to tell them long time ago, them third ward boys, man, they Duke wasn't ready for that. They used to playing the UConns and Kentuckys. They wasn't used to that pressure. They wasn't used to that from H-Town. That's all it was, man. But man, I'm glad to see y'all back again, man. Thank y'all for having me on. J-Mac, man. Like I say, I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. All is well. I'm back and better than ever.
We happy to have you, bro. We are happy to have. I miss my pastor. I miss my pastor. I mean, we had pastor in a minute. We gotta have pastor.
I'm not even gonna lock the doors, man. I'm not gonna lock the doors on the folks.
We ain't doing that. That's called kidnapping. So we ain't doing that. So we don't want nobody to leave. Come on in and sit down.
Come on in.
You can keep it you can keep it $20. We ain't even tripping on it. Just keep it $20. Come on in and sit down. That's all we said. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, we got a big show. B-Rise, man. We finally got hope in Mansfield.
Mm-hmm.
Your tax dollars going. It's finally gonna do some good, B-Rise. How you feel about it?
Hey man, not only am I excited. Oh man, I'm happy for that area over there, man. Not just that, Jay, man. We got another drinking buddy. Oh, it coming in my neighborhood. Oh man, you got a great coach. He finna bring some excitement over there. And let's be real, Jay, man. He ain't coming over there to make no second, third, fourth round push. They want him over there to get him over that hump.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
And that's one of the questions we gotta ask him, because we kind of touched on it last week, but like expectations, we gotta ask him. We're gonna talk to him about it. By fact, let's just go and bring Coach in. My dog, Mr. JC, aka Coach Coleman, straight out of Beaumont.
What's the deal? What's happening?
Man, you tell me, Coach. Hey man, you all on the video. You all on Facebook.
He got a coach doing push-ups out there.
Hey man, I'm just getting ready for another week. I only been there about 7 days, but the kids excited, and we just working, putting in the work.
Yes, sir. By fact, I ain't even gonna start out with the first question. I'm gonna let B-Rise. I'm gonna give you to your taxpayer, man. You gotta pay attention to your tax.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't no warm up or nothing, huh?
No.
Oh man, Coach, you already know, man. I'm excited for you, Coach. You know what I mean? I'm happy for you. You in a great spot, man. So how you feel, Coach? Your first week on the job, man. How you feel, Coach?
Man, I feel good. That Thursday and Friday before I started this past week, I was really kind of observing, seeing what they've been doing. Just trying to watch the kids a little bit, see their order of operations as it go. And then this week, we really kind of kicked in the stuff I want to do a little more, put a little bit of my twist on it, from the start on Monday. And then, just watching the kids. I mean, the kids good, though. You tell them what to do, and, they do it, and they working hard. They excited. They getting ready for the season, but I'm just trying to keep them focused on us and kind of work on, getting better on what we got to do. And then before we roll into doing some football stuff in about 2 weeks.
Okay. And as far as I guess your returning starters, how many starters you got coming back from each side of the ball?
We got about 5 and 6 either way, about 5 and 6. But this last month and a half, it's gonna let me put some guys in position, to kind of see where I want to put them and where I see fit in our offense and defensive scheme as far as going into the summer. And then we got some plans on how we're gonna work out this summer. Some 7-on-7 stuff we're gonna do. We probably go to College Station on June 10th, get in a 7-on-7 camp at Texas A&M. But I'm excited. We're not gonna have spring ball, but we're gonna do a lot of football activity starting on April 28th, and we'll have an extra scrimmage before we scrimmage Alito. We'll do. We got a scrimmage Mansfield Legacy that week before.
Okay. One more question for you, Coach. Coach, it's a special case. I usually ask 1 or 2 questions, but now I got about 4 or 5 for you though.
Cool.
But you was at Skyline 3 years?
Uh-huh.
It was your first head coaching job. What can you take from Skyline from your first coaching job that you feel can benefit you now at Timberview?
Man, I take a lot. I wouldn't have actually. I don't think I would have been ready for this job if I didn't have Skyline first. Actually, just that experience. When you go before you're a head coach, before you ever get one of them, you always talking about what you would do. I would do this, I would do that, I would do this. But until you're a head coach, you really don't know. And so I'm able to pull from so many experiences that I had at Skyline, good and bad. to kind of build on where I'm at now. And me having that experience, it really helps. My principal actually texted me yesterday. She was like, "Coach, we done had a long couple of days. She know how early and late I'm there." And I'm like, "Well, I'm used to this. This is my normal schedule, really." And I was like, "I'm good." You know what I mean? So pulling from that experience into this job, it really helped.
Yes, sir. That's all I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey man, let me go and keep diving on in, man.
My boy.
Like you say, I mean, you took the Skyline job. Kind of walk us through. Yeah. Shout out to all the captains.
Shout out to the new.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to them. I ain't mad at
Oh, yeah.
all them pretty fellas.
Yeah.
But now, because I think you was in a bad situation after 3 years at Skyline.
Mhm.
So what was it that you saw in Timberview that make you say, sit down with the wife and have that conversation? Like, I know we got comfortable on this east side for the
Right.
last 3 years, but how you like Mansfield?
Yeah, I mean, it was more so, the people, like the admin and like my principal and the AD, when I sit and talk with them, and I'm just like, they kind of think how I think, want things that I want for as a program. And so we kind of mess with that. And then, obviously the facilities, having that. I wouldn't even say the resources, you know what I mean? Because when I was in Dallas ISD, they never told me no, when I asked for something. So like I left Dallas ISD, my kids I just got $20,000, on some red mat helmets the new coach gonna have. Anything I really needed. We just had shell pads I bought. So I wouldn't say Dallas ISD, like they got me what I needed while I was in Dallas. So I can't say that. But just the opportunity, 5A Division two. I feel like, the talent they had over there at Timberview, kind of matched up kind of what I was looking for too, as far as, being in a fight. And I mean, any head coach, you want a chance where you can win high at at a high level. And that's what I was looking for, really.
Yeah, and I agree for all those
Hmm.
reasons. I saw the same thing that
Hmm.
you saw.
Yeah.
So you've been there about 7 days or so.
Hmm.
How you feeling, man? Have you met the lunch ladies?
Oh yeah, I met her. I get there. I beat her a couple of days. She beat me a few. I normally pull in the parking lot. I stop for coffee in the morning, so at the QT right there. So I normally get there about 5:40, 5:45. Yeah, I met the lunch lady. We swerve in the parking lot around the same time.
Hey, well, I tell you what, man. On the football side of things,
Hmm.
I know one of the hardest things is when you get in is because I know with high school, it's not like college, it's not like pros. You can't really just go in and say, y'all gotta go. I need to bring these guys in. Like you gotta
Right.
match up stuff as far as classes, what's available.
Teaching field.
Yeah,
Right. Teaching
teaching
field.
fields and things
Hmm.
like that. So where are we at in that progression?
I finalized my offensive coordinator on Friday. I got that done. I'll introduce him tomorrow to the team and announce that. Defense coordinator almost solidifying that. A couple more position coach jobs I got available. But you see, I haven't had to post a job. And so that's how I know I'm kind of at the right place. When you not looking for people, they looking for you. And so that's how I know I'm at the right place. Everybody want to work with our kids. Everybody know, we got what we need to be successful. So that's a good part of it. But just, working through teaching fields, working through highs, meeting with coaches there. I did that all last week. I met with everybody on the staff. Now it's time for me to meet with head coaches since I'm a part of the campus coordinator too with Coach Dickerson, and then start meeting with my players one on one. I got to meet with all them guys too, kind of find out their individual goals and our plans for the season.
Yeah, that's right. You are the athletic coordinator, so that brings
Mm-hmm.
a whole new dynamic, man.
Right.
We've been kind of having this conversation about athletic coordinator and head coach.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna let Lonzo get to you.
Okay.
But as far as that, like, how hard was that when you took your first job at Skyline, being the AC head coach? Because we were talking about that Skyline job. Matter of fact, I was talking with someone, and we was like, well, we were talking about potential coaches who might want it, and maybe that's too much for a first year head coach now. So kind of tell us, how is that as a first year head coach going into having that athletic coordinator and head coaching role?
I mean, I think it's something that anybody can do. You know what I mean? But you gotta really want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because personally, I think I work more in the spring than I do during football season. Around that time where district swimming come in, it's like every spring sports starting to kick off around then. And so I really feel like, it's something anybody can do, but you gotta want to do it too. And you gotta want to support other sports, and help them, because really when you're a campus coordinator, everybody's coming to you about what they need or what they want, and you got to look at the whole picture because you're looking for the whole campus on what everybody needs. You're dealing with work orders, you're dealing with parent problems in other sports. Mad parents, people mad their kid ain't playing, people mad the coach talked to them a certain way. Travel, buses, workers for games. Like, you dealing with all these different things, so it's way more than just football. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so with a campus coordinator, like, it's a big task. And some things that helped me is I used to go to AD conferences, to kind of learn more, just from budget, just from day-to-day operations, just from hiring, how you want to hire, things like that kind of helped me out with that too.
There you go. There you go. I always wonder about that, man.
Yeah.
Matt Steph said you already done been out at Timberview, baseball,
Hey.
softball. Well, I know you had track because you've been
Oh,
posting
yeah,
all them
Hey,
accolades.
baseball, we was down 10-3 the other night on Tuesday, and we came back and won 11-10. That game didn't end till 10:30. So on Tuesday night, I got home by 11:15.
Woo.
So yeah, it's full
And
day.
still was there with the lunch ladies the next
It
morning.
still was there at 5:45, 6:25 staff meeting the next day. So, you know, it's part of it. It's part of it. You can't say you want the job, then when you get the job, you don't do the job.
Coleman, quick question on that coordinator. When you go to these, when you're a coordinator, do you have to stay for the whole event, or you just gotta just more so just show your face and just kind of?
I mean, it's not just me that's a campus coordinator. So like me, Coach Dixon, we really the same. It's not like I'm the boy, she the girls. We really kind of tied at the hip. I really want her to say she running it. Let me be her sister. But like when we go to games, she'll take. Sometimes we at the same game. Sometimes it's just me. It's already a supervisor on duty from another coach. So like I don't think you got to stay at the whole game most of the time. But I mean, when you brand new, you want to meet people. Like I'm meeting parents.
Right.
So I'm at the game, like I'm there the whole time. Everybody do their own thing. I don't think it's like a certain way that you got to do it, but that's just me.
Okay, I was there. Okay, just
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about DISD? In Dallas, did you have when you went to games at Skyline? Was it necessary that you stay the whole game?
Or I heard something different. That's all. I heard something.
Oh, I mean, when I was at Skyline, like for basketball games, I was normally the stadium, like on duty, so I was there the whole time.
You was the admin. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the admin too for athletics, so I was there, majority of the whole game, but not the whole game. For all games, we used to have boys and girls. So, I mean, it's really, really what you want to do. And they told me, parents used to tell me, so I don't know, because parents used to tell me at Skyline, like, that was the most visible they seen the the AC, exporting event. So, everybody different.
Yeah. Yeah. We like B Rod said, we heard different things, so we want to clear it up.
And it could be different, per school, relationship with principals, things like that too.
Yeah.
With my
All
daughter
right,
ran
all
up
right,
in
Pastor. You can talk to the pastor. Like tell the wife, lock the door. Here
there.
Oh man, I'm excited for you, Coach. Man,
I
like I said,
appreciate it.
it's like a breath of fresh air. I've been knowing for a hot minute. I knew since the first UNT meet. I've been like the cat, the squirrel, the canary for you. I was excited when the buzz came around and your name came over there, and I know you're getting ready because you're dealing with all sports, and I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate anybody that's coming in and realize, because some coaches come in and they focus on football. That's
Mm-hmm.
they primary and only focus. They put those blinders on.
Right.
I'm excited on how you out there and have been out there for the other sports that don't necessarily directly feed into the football program. Like you said,
Right.
when you're dealing with the girls side, you
Mm-hmm.
know, that's not directly, but it's all impactful to see, their AD, the head football coach out there at all of these events and knowing you
Mm-hmm.
just getting your feet on the ground. I'm excited because track is my first love. It's gonna always be
I
my
know.
first love. That I'm just looking at how all these athletes, and I'm gonna school some of these coaches, and you can tell them, coach, that are out there listening, and those that are all sensitive like Ralph Tresman, want to walk around here like tenderonis, like they baby face when it comes dealing with track and field. All I know, I keep seeing is Timberview athletes in the finals and going on to the next round. I keep seeing 1, 2, and 3, 1,
Mm-hmm.
2, and 3, and all of these events. And I know you just salivating at the mouth to see all these athletes out there on the oval and in the pit. And when you get them over onto the gridiron, man, like I said, it's because you you actually walked into the perfect situation to where you have a great support base.
Mm-hmm.
You have outstanding athletes that are hungry and want to learn from you. So, if you could just talk about a little bit of the perspective. I know you touched on it a little bit about all the other sports,
Mm-hmm.
and like I say, like J Max said, you're all in the videos and and everything else on the clip. But can you just talk about how nothing against Skyline, because Skyline, like you said, you had all the resources and everything,
Mm-hmm.
but being out at Timberview and when talked about when you walked in the door from day one and you spoke to the athletes and the reception that you got. I really want to hear about the things that are necessarily the X's and O's, but the intangible. So I'm gonna be quiet and let you kind of elaborate. How was it for you walking in on day one?
Like day one, like you just see the kids like on the edge of the seat, and I'm like, oh, they ready to go. You know what I mean? Like you could feel the excitement. It was like they was just waiting, like waiting on somebody to be there to take off and just go. And so since I've been there, like the kids been great. Kids been great. And then it was crazy at the track meet on Friday. I had a sophomore kid play receiver DB. And he was telling me about what he was gonna run. He had ran like 11-1 in the prelims or 11-2 the day before. Then in the finals, he busted 10-7, hit a PR. Like
Sophomore.
he sophomore. He came, ran, jumped on me. And it was just like that. You know what I mean? I ain't been there 5 days. And the kid feel comfortable enough, to come run it excited, about he hit his PR, hit a 10-7. Kid named Braylon Barnett. Gonna be a good player. And so
Mm-hmm.
all of that, you know what I mean? Even when I pulled in the parking lot to Joshua the other day for the district track meet, some field event kids seen my truck and like they stopped me and they were like, Coach, what you doing out here? Like, like that don't not supposed to happen. So I came here to see y'all. What you mean? So all of that, all of that. They just excited. They glad somebody there to support them in all sports, not just football. And I mean, we got good kids. We got talented kids. And I'm definitely in a good situation. And, I'm just ready to go to work.
Yeah. Hey, you got a chance to look at some film?
Yeah, I'm 7 games in. I'm
What what
7 games in.
what you think of your district?
Got a good district. It's I would say it's top two probably, I would think. In 5AD2, us, that district, and then that by district opponent with Lovejoy, Melissa,
Yeah.
Emerson, all them over there.
Yeah, I would say that. I
Yeah.
think your district may be a little more physical than the one.
And
And
now
hopefully, Coach Part don't hear me say that.
Ham, yeah, Ham. Yeah. I mean that's tough. Them two districts right there, tough. And then we meet in the by district round, and they went 3-1 against our district last year. So, You know, we can't say too much about bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, can't say
That
too
is crazy.
much.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's first round. Yeah,
Right.
that's who y'all see the first round. So
Yeah,
I
the
guess
first
after
round
you
game
win,
really like first round game really like a third or fourth round game.
It
You gotta
is.
yeah,
you gotta find a way to get it done. That's big.
yeah, it is. It is. So what is it? Cause I was a Timberview, you know, they ain't like they've been sorry, right?
Nah.
They've been a good program. So what is it that Coach Coleman is gonna bring for like B Rod said, you know, you ain't there, you're not there for your good looks. You there to get them
Nah.
over, you there to get them some hard work, right? So
Right.
what is it? What is it that Coach Coleman gonna bring that's gonna get them over the hump?
You know, talking to kind of people around the program, people that's even been in the program, you know, they've always been had talent. Always been pretty good, but they've never really been able to beat like the people that's in it. You know what I mean? And so that's what I'm really trying to find a way to do as far as with the discipline. What you want, girl? As far as with the discipline, as far as just doing things right that don't take talent, because we have talent. And when you get into them games, you know, it's all about, you know, the people that win, they don't make a lot of mental and physical mistakes. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
so trying to focus on those things. And that's an everyday thing. You know, that's not something that just happened when we get to the season. That's building good daily habits and being able to execute in a high intense situation in them games.
yeah. So that's the biggest thing. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, just getting out of round one is gonna be tough.
it
but
is.
you're in region one, so I'm assuming after the round one, it ain't too bad until you get to round four, right?
About round one, round two, you know, you go kind of wish. Round three, look at my dog. This the bully. This the person who run.
I
This the
remember
person.
her, yeah.
This the person who
Yeah.
run my. This the person who run my house.
Oh, I already see.
I
This
already
the person
know.
that run my house. She in my office now. Yeah, I mean, I think you know, reason one, J Mac, you know, that round one game gonna be tough enough. So I really ain't looking at the playoffs yet. I'm really looking at tomorrow right now.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
we
fair.
got a long way before we even get to week 0. You know, we scrimmage Legacy, Alito, then we got Kimball, then we play Den Ryan. You know, that's before district even start.
Yeah.
So me talking about round playoffs that's premature right there for what we got to do.
Shout out to Coach Jack.
What up,
Oh, yeah.
Jack?
Coach Jack
Coach
got
Jack,
out.
my dog,
Yeah, I
one
just
of the
want to
good
put
ones.
a PSA. I put a whooping on Jack in that playoff March Madness bracket.
Oh, you did? He was in there.
Yeah. He one of my victims. He one of my victims. I just want to put it out there. That's all. I
Yeah.
just want to put it out there.
hmm
And I ain't even won it yet. But that's, that's okay.
But you taking that one though, huh?
I'm taking that one though. But no, man. And Coach Jack is another. I think that's a good example of somebody that take his athletic coordinator serious because I think he's at
Yeah, he do.
everything.
Jack do
Coach
good.
Jack be at everything. He be at that. I know I probably wouldn't do it. You know, if Coach Jack be at women's golf.
Everything.
Everything.
Jack at everything, man.
It's a part of it.
Yeah. He take it serious. But that's a good example. I think for a lot of people. Shout out to Coach Evans, man. We might have to get that set up. You know what I'm saying? We might have to get us
Appreciate it, Coach Ed.
we might have to get a
Corpus
CC
Christi.
Miller Mansfield Timberview game set up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You
Hey,
like J Mac like Don King. He's
you know
scheduled.
you trying to set something up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta wait. That's my guy, man. I missed him when he came up last time. We gotta make sure. Be right. We gotta make sure we catch up with Coach Evans next time he come back in town.
I know we got to.
We gotta make sure we catch up with him. But we missed him last time, man. But okay, man. We gonna put it out here, man. Track. I got a couple questions about track because you know it's been a little debate about
Alonzo Red.
yeah. Cause Alonzo, you know, and I feel what Alonzo talking about. Like, I gotta ask you then, right? Like, what's more important, you know, to Coach Coleman, head coach Coach Coleman, when it comes to track and your players, like we understand that the good gonna be the good, but like, what's your philosophy on it? Like, if a kid came and asked you, should I run track? And maybe I'm not gonna be the best, but I'm good. I'm gonna compete, or should I just go to this club 7-on-7?
I mean, my thing is all skill guys got to run. So even if you're not running in the meet, say a Saturday meet, because you want to play 7-on-7, you got to do the track practice workout during the week. That's like a non-negotiable for me. That's non-negotiable. You got to run. I mean, skill guys got to run. Because the thing is, which I don't understand why a kid wouldn't. Because the thing is, the first thing the college coach is going to ask is, what is his track times? And most coaches, it's just, here you go, some inside information. If I got a football player and I know he don't have a crazy like open time, right? Well, I'm gonna put him on a relay. I'm gonna put him on a relay so he get a split until I figure he can post a good time. As far as in an open event, that's what you're gonna do. Because if you get a bad time in an open event and they get on mile split, your recruitment done. Skill guy, your recruitment done.
Yeah, so
So
actually, let's be real, coach. That track and field really exposed a lot of some of these players up, right?
they do. Because
It exposed,
if you get a bad time, it's over. As far as going big, you know what I mean. It's already hard enough already. In the next 5 years, going D2, D3, JUCO, that's gonna be a norm in high school sport. It's gonna be a norm. D2, D3, JUCO gonna be a norm. The guys who gonna go P4 are gonna be, the top players with the measurables, on the skill. That's the ones that's gonna go Division 1. But everybody else gonna have to work their way up, and that's gonna be hard for parents to understand. It's something, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Now, do you have any football players playing baseball? Matt Steph said he. I
I
don't
got,
know.
I got
I
a
don't know.
couple.
Yeah, we got to ask that when we get Riley Dodge back on something.
Yeah, I don't have a lot. Hey, I ain't got a lot. I got a few. I think I got like 3 or 4. I wish I had some pitchers playing baseball. They normally can throw the ball around, but I think I got like 3 or 4 right now. I don't have a lot.
But usually, if you play baseball, you're probably not gonna participate in spring. I'm assuming if you have a spring game.
Not if you got a real good baseball team. I know like Mansfield Legacy got one of the top baseball teams, and he got like I think his quarterback play baseball, so it's no that's why he not doing spring football because he wouldn't have his starting quarterback out there for spring.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Just
Now
depends on
this.
where you're at.
Now as athletic coordinator, your track team. I think you said y'all won every relay, right? Girls and
We
boys.
run every relay, JV and varsity, except the 4x4 varsity girls. Every other one we won.
Now, did y'all intend to win it, or did y'all just trying to be top 4?
No, we was they was they should have been intended to win it. I ain't asked that. I ain't the head coach, but you should be trying to win. You know what I mean? If we
Hey,
doing
I'm
it.
just asking. I'm just
Oh,
asking.
the moral of the story is to advance. You know what I mean? I think track like I know we had a long jumper that probably would be top in the state, and he scratched 3 times in long jump. And he's probably one of the top in the state. So at the end of the day, it's really about getting a mark for him. He should have been trying to get a mark, because that would have got him in top 4. So it's really about advancing to the next week. But I don't think we're doing nothing just to just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
Competition.
you I'm sorry, coach. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just saying, the competition sport. I think we're trying to win, but you do want to be top 4. It's all about getting to the next round. Track out, they trying to, get everybody, see who advance after area, get the regional, get the state. It's all about advancing, especially with them relays, I know, because, track coaches, they'll change that up, as far as they go on, to try to get to, with their best relay in when it count, when they think they need their best forward.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now go ahead.
Yeah, coach. I was just gonna ask because I call them 4. because he jumped out of the pit, man, at the UNT meet, and I was wondering what happened to him because I was officiating another meet while he wasn't in the finals. But his teammate made up for it, though.
Yeah,
So
he did.
and when you mentioning that, because I'm looking at, like I say, not just the relays, but when you got 3 of your athletes in the finals for the 100, 3 of your athletes in the final for the 2, for the 4, they in the pit. It pays off. Now, I already know your mindset, coach. I know your mindset. So hopefully this will put some heads to bed when they talk about just advancing. Because when you win, you advance. Now, because I don't know how to coach athletes and tell them, just like in football, oh, just play to get to the next round. No, because when you win, you automatically know you're going to the next round. You don't play not to get beat. You play to win. So I can't get the mindset of going out there and telling these athletes, and you know this, coach, you can speak on it better than I can. I equate it to being on the football field. You're not going to tell your athletes to go half speed or not go all out at these games, because that's how they get hurt. Right. You got the other side going full speed. Y'all trying to go 3/4 speed. That's how you come up with injuries. So if you're telling your athletes to start shutting it down, because you in district, you in playoff track, just like playoff football. You in playoff football. Now, if you don't win it, but you advance to the next round, whether you win it or not, you can still tweak and do things better to get ready for the next week.
Right.
But if you're just running for that 4th spot to advance, somebody gonna come get you. And so I can't wrap my mind around that. And I know I'm gonna make some coaches mad out there again. I can't wrap my mind around it because I know without a doubt, Coach Coleman, next year when Timberview, when they suit them up, put those helmets on, you're not saying, yeah, we're gonna shoot for this 4th spot in district so we can get in the playoffs. I'll be doggone. I'm already tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I told people to watch those relay times, and you'll find out who's gonna be at the top of the district the next year. I'm already saying it. Timberview will be your district champs. Now, Diggle Smack, Matt Deeds, you can rip this. I'll rip it for you, and we gonna talk about it in the fall. But I'm already telling you, you can't have Timberview got top 8. Y'all don't hear me. In every single event, that means because you can only put 3 in each event. All 3 made it to the finals in the district meet. That's all I'm gonna say. I see you. You can't say it, Coach. See you in the playoffs, Coach.
Yeah,
see you in the playoffs.
I ain't gonna say it.
I
I'm saying it. See you in the playoffs.
I know you ain't gonna say it, Coach. Well, I mean, but it had to be. I mean, it's a discussion. It's probably gonna get even deeper, a little bit later on, because some people don't think coaching matters in track, right? As an athletic coordinator, do coaching matters in track?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be no reason to have a coach if it didn't matter, right?
I'm just asking. I mean, some people say that kids are just born fast. And
I mean, of course you need talent, just like you need in any sport, to win at the top level. Everybody needs talent. Football coaches need talent. Basketball coaches need talent. You're not going out there without no talent and just going to beat somebody who got a lot more talent than you got. So I think, that'd be silly to say coaching didn't matter. And I mean, they got a lot of track coaches that know what they're doing. They definitely know more track than I know. But I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I do. You know what I mean? I know turn left, run fast. You know what I mean? Turn left, run fast. And I know, if we got enough fast people, don't drop the stick. You know what I mean? That's about what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, one of your
coaching matters. It definitely matters.
Miss Erica said hello.
Coach Patterson, yeah. Hey, Miss Patterson, that's one of my top coaches, Jay, man.
You ain't gonna bring her with? You ain't gonna bring her with you?
Hey, I can't say it on the line, Jay, man. I can't say it online. You trying to get breaking news. You trying to
Not
get
go
breaking
ahead, man.
news
You
on
know,
Sunday night.
if it come, coach, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah,
let's
bro.
welcome Coach Carr to the phone. He laid
What
it
up,
on.
Willow?
What up, coach?
He probably
Yep.
been fraternized
Congratulations, man.
with them sock people. What's up, man?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing? What's up, Coach?
What's
Congratulations,
up?
man.
I appreciate it. You been
That's
out
big, baby.
you been out there at that store, huh?
Yeah, man. Been out there at that star, man. Just enjoying myself, man. Just enjoying myself,
It
you
was
know.
cold today too, coach. It was cold out there
Huh?
today. It was cold out there.
Well, no, I didn't go out there today. I actually
Yesterday.
did an old folks move. I tried to take a nap to get ready for this, but yeah, it's just kind of overlap.
Overlap that nap.
Yeah,
It
man. Yeah,
happens.
man. Yeah, man. You know how it is, Coach.
I
Shoot,
know.
you gotta take a nap before you go places
Yeah,
nowadays.
I know.
Hey, I sleep more than I used to. I can tell you that.
I got a question for you, coach.
Hey, I was wore out, man. Tired, man.
Hey, one more
Tired.
question.
Hey, Alonzo. Hey, man,
Yes,
don't
sir.
be bringing Seagoville up in you entire mess. What's wrong with you?
What? No, Coach. I'm gonna say so. I'm just gonna say something though, Coach. I'm gonna say that because you know. Oh, shout out to the greatest soccer coach / girls flag football coach in DFW. Shout out to Coach
I
Carr.
appreciate that.
So coaching matters.
Coaching matters.
So he a prime example of why coaching matters. Coaching matters.
It does. It does. It does.
And shout out to Seagoville. Shout out to Seagoville. Football district champs. Y'all can rip this too, because
They gonna win.
Coach Todd. I know Coach Todd in the audience somewhere listening because he's mad at me. But shout out to Seagoville, district football champs.
Yeah. You like
Yeah, he
you
out
like
there.
Scott
He in the
Miles.
comments just unloading the clip on you.
He started something in this little thing. He said, "Well, y'all might as well just lose to Seagoville." Like, wait a minute.
Hold on. Why me? Why us?
Hey, man.
Hey man, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna say it. Y'all.
Brooklyn them talking about, hey, Ty, just play your JB against Seagoville. It won't even matter.
Hey, real quick. B. Rise, go ahead, man. I know you got one more question. Go ahead.
I got one more question for my big bro Willow take over. All right, so say Coleman, so you know you got Timberview right there, you got Seguin, you got Summit, then you got Lamar. That area right there kind of just over diluted. Like it's like 4 schools with like in a 3-mile radius. Do you just somewhat feel like, man, it's kind of a little bit overpopulated in that little area right there on the side of 360?
Man, B-Rise, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I exit 360. I exit that same exit every day, and I make a right. I ain't even been by the mother school. I don't know how close they is. All I do is take that exit and make a right now. I can't even tell you how close they is for real. I got to go by Summit this week though, so I'll be able to tell you. But nah, I mean I know they pretty close. I know geographically they pretty close. We all kind of close by each other. I know Seguin about 5 minutes away too. So yeah. I mean, I know they pretty close, but man, I'm focused on Timberview. That's about it. That's about it.
Nah, that's dope. That's dope. I get it, but it is a good question, B. Rise. Hey, B. Rise been on one, man, for the last few days. B. Rise
dropping them, huh?
No, he been hot now. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, man. You know that's my dog. So, and he started some stuff with that track, which it really goes to the whole Duncanville situation.
Right.
When it comes to about coaching, when we talking about coaching. But I'll get into that later because I got to give my dog, Coach Henny. Coach Henderson, you know, he's at DeSoto. I got to give him his props because he got DeSoto doing some things that ain't been done. Let's just be honest. Duncanville 4x1 ain't been beat in, 5-6 years?
In district.
They got beat. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it's my dog, Coach Henderson.
Yep.
Is over at DeSoto. And a lot of people like to insinuate coaching don't matter, but then they want to try to reel they go fishing and they get the reeling it back in, when you call them out on it or when you say it out loud. Now all of a sudden, it's all good though. It's all good. I know what you're saying. Coaching matters. Training matters. It all matters. Because if anybody tell me coaching don't matter in track, then I'm gonna say coaching don't matter in football. Best players win. Just throw out the best talent. But you tell a football coach that, man, you liable to get shot.
Hey, am I missing something? What am I missing?
Don't worry about it.
You think you filled in a little bit.
Hey, Willow, you see they got Alonzo on here tonight. So there's something big about track going on.
It's something. I'm trying to figure out, Coach Coleman, I'm just trying to figure out what it is I'm missing. I know I'm late to the party. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to figure it out. So can anybody enlighten me? Anybody?
Well,
Coach.
Go ahead, Alonzo. This is Alonzo field. It ain't my field.
Coach, the goal is we shooting for 4th place now. All coaches, you are, no matter what the sport is, you are shooting for 4th place. So I need all coaches to tell all their athletes it's 4 and no more. That's it. That's the goal now. Because the goalpost has shifted to let's win this thing, let's win it all. Now we talking about, people got problems with hammies and they don't pull the groin, and we just getting ready for the next round. And I say this, and I will keep saying it. Track is a little bit different than the other sports. Is when you give another team, especially a relay, a little bit of light, you set yourself up for failure. If they come, like say, DeSoto got Duncanville, and so now Duncanville is talking about we just going. We glad to get to we were shooting to get to the next round. Okay, DeSoto is in your head now because as J Mac said, 5-6 years DeSoto hadn't been able to get Duncanville. So now your psyche is, man, they got me in district. And I'm sitting here saying that very rarely, because I know Lammy Booty of the Week, I know Matt Step, my man Step, they always try to throw out the exceptions. But the rule is usually those that are your district champions become your area champions, your regional champions, or the ones that win state. You will very rarely see the one that won state that didn't win their district. You don't see that. So in track and field. So I know Matt Step threw out Everman a few years ago. Yeah, that's the hiccup. You're gonna always get that. But for the most part, those teams that are your state champs in whatever event is standing on that podium, they won regional, they won area, they won district. There's no other way around it, man. So now we just shooting for 4.
Okay, I got you. So now let's start here though. That's not the same Duncanville team no more.
Is it?
Yeah, but it was.
They got
but it's not.
They got a 9-9 dude over there.
They never had a 9-9 dude over there.
Yeah, but if you ain't got DeCorian Moore, you know what I'm saying? Like you done lost your horses. So you don't have no true complementary pieces. Yeah,
you do, coach.
But you making that 9-9 have to be a 9-9 every day now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have the same coaching.
That's the part right there that we talking about is the coaching.
If I don't have Alonzo, I can't lose a 10-3 or 10-4 and can't replace that 10-3 and 10-4 and think I'm finna win.
Yeah, but they've been reloaded because they said the same thing about Gorey. Wait, because remember Gorey left and went to SMU, and they said, then Durham stepped up. You see what I'm saying?
But Alonzo, they don't have. Okay.
How you know that, Willow? They got 2 cats going to Georgia.
They're not winning.
They got 2 cats going to Georgia on the
Bruh, they
on a
not
track
winning.
team.
They didn't win.
That's what we
And
said.
you hold on, watch this. So you mean to tell me if you don't have the Corey Moore on there, despite your coaching, you win or lose? Which one you do?
I think with that team, they still can win.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not true
Oh,
because I
say,
have even if I got two horses, that don't mean that my first is
Willow,
and
the court, hey, they won a 4x2.
say, man, can I finish?
Okay, go ahead.
It don't mean that your 1 and your 3 can go the same way. If you add the Corey, you take one of them cats off, right? Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
so
but
now I'm so you're not Lonzo. If the Corey Moore is running, you take you gonna keep he's not gonna run on a relay. He's not good enough to run on a relay.
yeah, he's gonna be on the relay.
Okay, so stop. Does that increase your chances winning or losing?
If he's on there, it increases your chances of winning. Yeah.
Him not on there increases your chances of losing. They lost. Those I'm just speaking factual. That's it. I'm not speaking hypothetically. I'm just speaking factually. So to me, again, you cannot lose a coach like Brookins and replace him and think you're gonna have the same results. You can't lose a cat like the Corian and think you're gonna have the same results. Yes, you lost Pierre, but you still had those 3 other guys. You still had the bulk of that relay team. And let's just be honest, now one of them relay teams, I think only one of them won state. Or did they? They might have ran fast. I don't know. I'm asking. So what I'm saying is you take that DeSoto team who now got a new coach, new mindset. And Jacody know that.
Hey,
When
he
you come
coaching
into a
Dallas.
place and you knew, you're gonna put your mindset, you're gonna put your beliefs, your culture in place. And he did that. And his culture produced a win over Duncanville despite whatever is going on in Duncanville. That's all
I
I'm
got a
saying.
question. So what if Duncanville 4x1 win this week? Then what that mean?
That's what we asked.
Say that
I mean,
again.
it ain't like I say. What if Duncanville 4x1 win this week? It ain't like they can't win this week.
Correct.
Well,
So
if
now
Finley
it
come
goes
back,
back
they
to what
probably
Alonzo said
got a
can't
better
happen.
chance, right?
But it goes back to Alonzo saying that barely rarely happens. That's a hiccup, according to Alonzo.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hiccup because Alonzo, you got to think about the stick could be better. Somebody could be feeling better that day. I mean, I think it's all kind of relative, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's it's
True.
it's
No,
it's all.
I'm
Go ahead.
Just
I would
asking.
say I get it. I get it. But again, it still goes back to coaching. You brought it up, Coach Carl, when you said about the coaching. You can't just put your fastest athletes out there and say, go get them. It doesn't work like
Yeah,
that. You got to find out.
but you may have four guys that are straightaway guys. You may not have no
Right.
curve guys, right?
Hmm.
I get it. Whatever the manipulatives are, right? The
Yeah.
bottom line is that at the end of the day, they wasn't good enough to beat DeSoto that day. Now, I don't believe in if you win state and district. I mean, if you win in district, you got to win in area. Like any track is fickle, right?
Yeah.
So anything can happen. Any manipulative can move. Anything can cause anything to happen. A drop stick, right? Somebody pull up. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like there's a lot of different things, a lot of different manipulatives that you can put in place to say, hey, we're gonna get this desired result. I just think that at the end of the day, man, and especially in a sport like track, which is a sport like any other sport, right? It's about winning. At the end of the day, it is about winning. I don't give a damn if we in the Polk Street National Track Invitational. It's about winning. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think whereas in that conversation, and I don't know because I can't speak for everybody that was involved. I'm saying in that particular conversation, there is sometimes you can beat me this day. That doesn't make that day my best day.
Right.
You just beat me that day. You know what I'm saying? The only time that matters is the time that wins the gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only
Right.
thing that matters.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? All these other
And
things
I,
mean a damn thing. Like we could be running 40 points and 39s, but if we mess around and run a 42 at state and we win it, what's the only time that matters? 42.
Yeah.
So I think at the end of the day, yes, coaching matters. Yes. Let's just rewind this, Jacody. Congratulations on your job. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask you, okay, leaving Skyline, going to Timberview, what was the main reason for going?
Man, oh, you missed that part of the show. You still asleep. Man, nah, the man.
I already asked that, but go ahead.
Yeah,
We
nah, the
get off
man.
of this track. I'm
No,
tired of talking about track.
just give me the elevator version.
Nah, I went to Timberview. I felt like I had a better chance to win it all. Like most head coach. That's it.
That's it. So he
In the
went.
conversation.
That's it, coach. So he went because he felt like he had a better chance to win it all at Timberview.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the only that is the reason why people win, because they gonna go wherever they got a better chance. Going to Duncanville, and Duncanville felt like they had a better chance going the route they went. They went that route. They didn't get their desired results. Does that mean that they got blew out so bad that they can't have a chance to recover? No. Duncanville has a chance to recover because they were so close. It's just it's too many variables that could have changed that outcome.
Right.
At the end of the day, I just think that at the end of the day, those 4x1s, they got an opportunity to go 1 and 2 in state. Right? They got that opportunity. I don't follow track that much, so I don't know who out there rolling like that. You know what I mean? Who putting up the 39s? Has anybody ran 39 this year, Alonzo?
I think Timberview.
no.
I think that's
Right. So we pretty much back to
we ran 40
pretty much
points for
back to
sure.
reality in football, right? I mean in track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you don't have the Anacostas, the
They said Anaconda.
yeah, you don't have what's it called?
Atascocita.
Atascocita.
Yeah, you don't have them people. You don't have North Shore. You don't have all these people running 39s, right? So you're kind of back to normal, so to speak. We had a year or two where it was really special in track, right?
Yeah.
From the 4x1 relay standpoint. See, and as anyone ran, you see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is at the end of the day, J-Back, coaching matters, talent matters, and that's the only reason why I crack like Coach Coleman would leave Skyline to go to Timberview.
Yes, but Coach, I know we finna get off track, Willow, but I'm just a simple question. When it comes to 4x1, have you ever seen Usain Bolt run a second leg? Have you ever seen Usain Bolt in the Olympics? In the World Championship? Coleman, no. Have you ever seen
I
Bolt in the second leg?
I've never seen Usain Bolt run a second leg. But hold on, be right. I know they do have track coaches that say they put their fastest leg on the second leg, though. I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that. And I ain't a track coach, but I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the reason being for Usain Bolt running fourth leg, y'all got to think about where he started out. Usain Bolt was a 400-meter runner, and he dropped down to the 1 and the 2, but he was a 400-meter runner. You wanna put a strong 400-meter runner that's also a great sprinter on your fourth leg. Why? Because your fourth leg, 9 times out of 10, is gonna run the longest leg. And your 400-meter runner has a bigger heart than your 100-meter runner, which is why you will see most of your 2 and your 4 guys will beat a 1 and a 2 guy in the 200. Because a 100-meter guy, they're going to give you what they're going to give you. You're going to get those, 10 seconds or whatever. You're going to get those 100 meters. Anything after that, they gassed. So that 200-meter, 400-meter runner is going to come get you. Usain Bolt, as we all know, does not have the best start. So you want to give him the stick with a run where all he don't have to worry about giving the stick. All he got to do is go. And that's why I gave the example of Miss Richardson, Jacody Richardson. All throughout her days in Carter, she ran second leg. She didn't run fourth leg. So when the Carter girls were winning all those relays, Miss Richardson was on second leg. You want to get your and Miss Richardson is good in the two, but she's not great in the two. She's primarily a 100-meter runner. That's her event is the 100. Go ahead, Coach Carr. I'm sorry.
Well, just to answer your question, Usain Bolt ran second leg in 2007 World Championships as a soccer. So,
right.
With that being said, now I ain't gonna have a lot to say in this conversation. Shoot, I ran track.
I'm done with it.
Right? So here's what I do know. It's a lot of times your first and third legs running international. So they running about 90 yards. They're not necessarily running the full 100. Most of your second and fourth legs are running 110. So I don't know if that helps, but at the end of the day, I just want whoever can help me win.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wherever they gotta go.
Like all I'm saying, okay, that's all fair, but DeSoto fourth leg, Duncanville second leg, Pryor already beat him in 100 by like a nice distance. He dog walked him in another track meet earlier. J Mac, it's all. Am I lying, J Mac? This all fact. Yeah, so this all fact. Willow, this all facts. But when doing the 4x1 with district, that same dude who got beat by the second leg walked Duncan before leg. Hey, like I said, hey, that's why we having a conversation. That's coaching. I don't give a damn nobody say.
I'm catching up. I'm catching up on the chat now. So y'all talking about Todd? This is a conversation about what Todd said.
No, I want to make everything about him, but it was about Duncanville, right? It's about Duncanville. It ain't about Todd. Yeah, it's about track is irrelevant. It's about Duncanville. And of course, just Todd just make everything about him. He throw himself into the conversation. But the point was, B. Rise was saying that at that particular 4x1, they should have had the guy that run the 9.9, who's known for catching folks, running 4 because they was missing Finley. We get that they was missing Finley, but the whole point what B. Rise was saying is even missing Finley, you still could have won the relay if you would have ran it in a correct order. That's what. And to back up what he said, I'm just hold on, Willow. To back up what B. Rod said, Coach Brookins said the same thing.
So I'm just asking. So Duncanville was down a leg, like one of
they was down one of their guys, right?
They were down.
Okay, and then so the answer was to put him on second, and I'm pretty much the strategy. I'm thinking they was probably trying to make up for whatever leg they had to put in to compensate for it, right? I guess that's why they put him on second.
Maybe you have to talk to the coach, but I guess so. But B. Riser said is if you know you missing one, have the guy that you is known for walking people down. B. Riser saying why not have him at fourth leg if you want to win?
Did they get second?
They got second.
They got second.
So they didn't have a 10-2 leg running.
Was it a tight second?
Well, he got caught. Put it like that.
Oh, okay. The dude from well, see, that's another thing too, though. Is my son running 4?
Oh man,
he ran 4. This is the thing. Like, don't worry about it. You gotta ignore him. You gotta ignore him. This is what I'm saying. Just ignore him, man, because he make everything about him. Look, the whole point, because you know he really just trying to he tried to bump you off. You know, he hate to see other coaches on here. So that's all it is. That's all it is. So what I'm saying, this is what the point was. Coleman.
Mm-hmm.
Finley was missing, right? I'm assuming he's the second fastest guy.
Yeah, if he run a 10-2, yeah, probably so.
Okay, he's missing. Now, we don't know. It's up to the coaches. But what B. Rise was saying is, B. Rise was saying, why not have the guy that really, the fourth leg for DeSoto and the guy B. Rise talking about raced in 100, and he wasn't even close.
Mm.
So why not have that guy? If that guy is running 4 for them, why not have
him run 4?
The other guy
but let me ask you this,
run 4.
Let me ask you this.
I got a comment when Willow done though. Go ahead, Willow.
Do you think if DeSoto get the stick in front, do you think a 10-1 is gonna catch a 10-3?
He said, when have we seen Bray walk? Evidently, you didn't see the last relay because Bray walked the part.
I don't think so. Willow, I don't think so.
I was thinking you didn't see the last relay.
Hey, but my thing I would say to this, we asked him why he didn't run the ankle leg. But if I know I'm going to get Finley back, he's hurt this meet, and I know I'm going to get him back, well, there's no reason for me to switch up the relay if I know I'm going to qualify. Personally.
Well, if that's what it is, but that's what Alonzo's point is, why are you not strategizing to win?
Right.
I don't need to mess up the relay rotation if I'm getting that guy back.
But that's the thing. Bray ran ankle when that guy was back.
Oh, so he ran ankle leg, not second.
Yes, Bray run anchor when Finley is back.
You see how much I don't watch, right?
Well, I mean, it's cool. It's cool. You answer, we answering. To be honest, it's almost too much conversation about
Look, we had this conversation once a year, and it always go like this. It goes
right. But it's only because people are everybody want to try to, you know how it is, to make your point. Sometimes you'll take away or add to something else to make your point. But the point B. Rise was saying was, why not keep him at anchor and play with the other 3? Because why not take a chance on this anchor who's super fast? Because ain't that what Tasker City did with that boy? He ran anchor.
Mm-hmm.
Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins ran anchor.
But if I'm just saying, you missing a 10-2. Let's get to next week. Let's get to next week. I'm gonna worry about next week. Me personally, I'm missing a 10-2. Let's get to next week. Let me get the 10-2 back, and then I'm gonna let everybody talk about me after I get the 10-2 back.
There you go.
That's just me personally.
There you go.
Okay, well, there you go, Alonzo. I'll let you rebuttal to all this because now Coach Coleman saying winning doesn't matter.
No,
he didn't say
I
that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But we missing the 10-2.
I know one thing.
I didn't know I'm missing a 10-2 on this.
Yeah, I'm missing a 10-2.
That makes a difference, man.
Yeah.
That's just like your quarterback ain't playing.
Right. We not going to drop back 40 times. Right.
Yeah. Right.
Ooh, I know one thing.
But here comes the rest of the story, though. It goes back to you missing a 10-2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
If Braylon is already running 4th, you don't mess up the chemistry between your 3rd leg and your 4th leg, given the exchange. You give your 9-9 guy who's running your 4th leg already the opportunity to go get somebody. Now you have wasted that 9-9 guy on that 2nd leg, and he's done because he's sandwiched in between 1st leg and 3rd leg, and that's all you got. So now you hoping your 4th leg can hold on. That's not going to get you where you need to be. So now you messed up the chemistry between the 3rd and the 4th leg. You putting in, right? You putting in your 10-2 guy is missing. You're putting in another 2nd leg. So now you messed up your 2nd leg and your 4th leg because you playing musical chairs with your relay. You can't do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's like if you get out there and you gonna tell your offensive tackle in the middle of before the game start, you the starting running back. Let's see how they work out for you. You can't switch the position like that. It gets back to coaching. Then on the flip side, you got to understand, Coach Henderson is over there at DeSoto. He knows those Duncanville athletes. So he's over there playing chess. He knows how to mix and match and do what he need to do because he knows, hey, we beat Duncanville. We one of the top teams in the state. It's like I say, it's more to it, like you said, than just running fast and turning left. It's more to it than that. It is a science to this. So if you're not going to give your 9-9 guy who's normally been running fourth leg, you don't give him an opportunity because now you got the first leg and the second leg that they got to work on a new exchange. You got the second leg, your third leg got to work on a new exchange, and you got your third leg and your fourth leg got to work on. So that's 3 exchanges that you're messing with, dealing with a relay. And I don't know about anybody else, but I don't have the intestinal fortitude to make those kind of changes going in the district. But I get back to is we went from a team that was bragging about running the District of Doom out there on the track to now, we just run into advance. Come on, son. Get out of here with that.
I hear you, Lonzo, but let's be fair, because I didn't know this. They down to 10-2. You can't be down a 10-2, okay, and think you finna get the same outcome.
Same result.
It ain't
well, okay. Well, what if the coach that coached them before he was not the coach say that same relay would have won in a different order?
He can't say that because he ain't there at practice with them every day no more.
And let me just go to the comment, J Mac. Someone said he don't want to stay before in track. Listen, hey, Sam don't have Sam. Because you want to stay in something don't mean you can't get out coached.
Well, I mean, we know that. You can win state still.
Yeah, I mean, because you win don't mean you can't get out coached.
The thing is just like a football Friday night. Yeah, every decision you make can be questioned.
Yeah, you can be coached because you won.
You know what I mean? If they would have won with that same order relay, nobody would say nothing about it.
Yeah.
So, but you
wouldn't
be right if they would have won. Would have said
y'all say what y'all want to say, but you can't lose a 10-2 and think you finna get the same result.
That's not the same.
But that don't mean you can't win the race.
No, it absolutely does mean you can't win the race.
Okay.
Well, if you tell it, hold on, this is what you're telling me. With the 10-2, they had to go walk down to Soto one time. So even with your 10-2, you're not even.
Yeah, but without the 10-2, without the 10-2, DeSoto had to walk them down.
Right.
Okay, but here's what I'm saying. With the 10-2, they still had to go walk DeSoto down.
I don't even think that was a walk. I think that was more of a pull-off.
Down.
Yeah.
Right. So now you don't have that 9-9 on ankle leg. That still doesn't mean that the Duncanville still aren't gonna have to go walk DeSoto down.
True.
Like it's too many manipulatives, too many variables that are happening when we talk about track. But losing a 10-2, J Mac, losing a 10-2 hurts. I don't care where you at.
But at the end of the day, there is no answer. But all I know is without the 10-2, they still won the 200 by a lot. Hell, that if you go watch the video of the 4x2, it wasn't another person in the whole picture frame.
Winning the 4x1 and winning the 4x2.
I'm just saying, because the same guy that was missing, I think he run that race too. So that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But okay, are we done with track? Let's get back on coach and Timberview.
I'll get back on coach, man.
We got the track out of us. Is all the track out of everybody? We could talk. I want to talk about Timberview.
I got one more question about track. Coach Coleman, what position does your 4x1 play?
2 guys on the 4x1 play football.
What position?
One plays slot receiver, the other one with the ankle leg or the first leg he plays safety.
Y'all can be fast on defense.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's
We
why I
got
said
one.
district
He
champs.
returned. The other one was a senior. He returned.
Okay, which one's the senior? The safety
The
or the
no,
slot?
the slot.
Okay,
He had and he in the 100. I think he ran 10.5 the other day.
the safety.
Tyler Madison. No, the receiver. The receiver ran 10.5. The safety ran the 200. He ran 21.7 the other day.
Okay, okay. You
Safety,
got what's your
Mm-hmm.
safety pretty
anyone?
good. He a P4 safety. He big too. Big guy.
How big is he?
He about 6'2", 6'2", 195, 190. Mm-hmm. Big kid.
That's about the size of a linebacker.
Yeah, he a big kid.
Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
And can run.
And can run.
Mm.
That's always a
Oh,
good thing. Big and can run.
yeah, I always see why you left.
About how many about how many kids you got in your football program, coach?
We got around in all season around 90 to 95 right now. In all season.
How many freshmen you got coming in?
From our feeder middle school, from our feeder is around 30. So we only got one feeder. So I don't know who else coming. We'll see.
Yeah. Are
We'll
y'all open
see.
enrollment?
No, but they got open transfer where the requests go in, where your principal, got to approve through district. In
Okay, so
Mansfield,
as long as your principal approve it, they can move in,
yep.
and they don't have to live in district.
Yeah, they got to live in district. They got to live
They
in
got to live in
Mansfield.
Mansfield.
In Mansfield.
So they could. So just if somebody's at Summit and wanted to
Mm-hmm.
go to Timberview, they could as long as the principal approve it.
Correct. Correct. That's correct.
Hey, J Matt,
Mm-hmm.
hey, Willow, we don't do that. You gotta live in a district. We don't. Hey, we don't pay that stuff out here. Hey,
Lake Ridge
if
need
I
to
gotta
play
pay
that
taxes,
stuff.
they gotta pay taxes.
Hey, Lake Ridge need to do something.
Yeah, we gotta do
Oh,
something. We gotta do
Be
something.
rise. Y'all better be raiding somebody place.
Hey,
Step,
All them tax
Step,
money y'all got over there.
Step told me Lake Ridge should be good next year. That's what Step told me after question there.
Not according to B Rise.
say, man.
B Ryan say no.
B
I
Rise
say,
said he's a Timberview fan.
Oh,
you
B
know,
Ryan's gonna come to a couple games.
I'm coming because you
Yeah.
already know I'm late. You know I'm late read through and through.
Yeah, here come B Ryan's love that Lake Ridge.
You do too. You love our
You
shit too.
right. You right. You right.
He said he do.
You right.
We all. Because man, he said he made a point. He said y'all may be going to 5A D1 your next alignment. Is y'all rolling growing over there? Or I know
Nah,
y'all it done drop. Y'all done drop.
I don't see that. I don't see us going to D1 next realignment. I can see from where they talking about the lines moving next year. They say Summit is actually gonna get a part that they used to have that been going to Mansfield. They saying they getting that back. So I think Summit would probably go 5A D1 before we do.
Okay.
Yeah, but that
Mm-hmm.
don't really matter because y'all can just go ahead and get those kids too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying you got options, B. You got
you
options.
got options. Anybody that want to come, we'll take. We ain't gonna turn them down.
No, sir. No, sir.
Ain't gonna
I
turn them
said
down.
for you.
And y'all ain't
Anybody
you
out
know,
there interested in going to Timberview? Let us
Crime
know.
free. Crime free.
Crime free. There you
I
go.
one thing
Just
about
don't
Mansfield,
Google. Just
you
don't
know,
Yeah,
Google.
don't Google. Yeah, don't Google. Don't Google. Don't Google. J Mac. J Mac, anything happened 2 years ago. That's
that
past
ain't
time.
on your watch, Coach.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
past time, J Mac.
but we know one
That's
thing they
past
don't
time.
Limitations
they
done
don't look
ran
at the
out
weight
for
room over
Coleman.
there. They
Right.
summit that
Hey,
13-3.
hey, it don't look like
They don't
honestly,
look
it
at that
don't
weight room.
honestly it
They
don't
back,
look
no, they back.
honestly it don't look like nowhere safe right now. So it don't really matter
Yeah,
where
it
you
don't
at.
matter.
Kinda.
You right. It's
Hey, let me ask
Anything
you
can
this,
happen.
Coach. And this is a serious question, right? So, how do you, as a AC, address the issue or potential issues that could come from, say, Frisco? Like, what did you take from that, and what did you implement in your program to prevent things like that from happening?
I mean, that's big. That's tough because kids hanging under another tent. From a different team. I mean, really, as far as coaches, you just say, as a coaches, check our kids to see what they got. You know, that's what you got to do. Check bags. You got to check bags before you go. But I think, in a situation like that, it's like anything else. Anybody who really want to do something, they're going to do it at the end of the day. It's just from a coach's preventative standpoint, you just got to check bags before you get on the bus, really.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of districts had them procedures in place now. Even in Dallas, we had that too. Where we had to check bags, and they went to the clip bag policy too, as far as when you got travel teams.
Well,
Football, like in football, my kids, we didn't even take bags to games. We dress like old school Penn State. Get on the bus, get your helmet on the side of it, let's go play the game, come back home. But yeah. Gotta check bags. You gotta check bags before they get on the bus. Really.
Yeah. That's tough, man. And just that whole situation. If I was gonna ask that before I brought Coleman on with my guys, but Willow was sleeping. I wanted Willow part of that conversation, but he decided he want to sleep allegedly. Allegedly.
I'm asleep. Listen.
We don't have proof.
No, you don't need proof. Listen, you don't need proof. Listen. So my wife's cousin bought me this thing for my birthday. It's a little smoker, right, for your bourbon. You know what I mean? And it smokes. So I tried it out today, and that's why.
Put you out.
Made you go night night.
Put you out.
Hey man, I was in downtown Fort Worth. Shit at the social. Kicking it, and I made it here. Matter of fact, when I made it here, Coleman was already waiting on me.
Yeah. The only difference was, J-Mac, I did it and sat down.
Oh yeah.
You did it and kept moving.
Yeah, I came straight here.
I mean?
Matter of fact, this is what I had on. Like usually I'm relaxed now. This is what I had on.
So yeah, like I did it at the comfort of my own home, and I was experimenting. So it came with like 4 different flavors. So myself over here trying every flavor.
Oh, you was trying it all now.
Coach, I was decided to experiment, living the life, Coach. I done cut some orange peels and all type of stuff. Made me a little old fashioned.
Yeah. Hey, when you said that, hey Willow, when you said that, I figured you was drinking an old fashioned.
I was, Coach. I was. And
that do sound nice though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. That's why I had to do it during the day. I had to do it during the day.
That's y'all boy Ray Gates' favorite drink.
But old fashioned.
We can't go nowhere. He ain't asking about an old fashioned.
Yeah, Coach. Listen, I had to wait for
my Gates really like 60. he just strapped in a 30-something-year-old body. He really like 60 years old.
Yeah. Listen, man, you putting the big old nice ice cubes, Coach. You don't even know how to act, man.
I believe you. I believe you.
Yeah, and listen, I've been studying from a PPR. Okay, so I needed a chance to wind down. Okay,
right.
So I just try.
When you taking it,
Coach, I'm gonna take it when I can. So here's the deal: I have consistently been passing every practice test. So I was gonna take it last week. So here's what happened. Somebody said, "No, dog, you need to take certified teacher. You need to take them. They real good." So I said, "Okay, I've been passing all my tests on these other little practice tests. I've been killing it." Man, I took certified teacher. Man, I had to reassess my life.
it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this about the PPR. It's been a while since I took it, but I just treat it like a utopia. Perfect world.
Perfect
world. Stuff that you don't do on a daily basis right now at all. That's the answer. Whatever you
None of
don't
this
do,
stuff.
that's the answer.
Yes, because none of this stuff. Because the PPR were made for people who work at Seagoville.
Nah,
No.
at all. It's not the same PPR. I promise. whatever you don't do, that's the answer. That's the right answer. I passed
You
it on the
can't do
first
that.
time. I don't know how. I passed it the first time, but I
Yeah.
know
So
it ain't nothing like real world what we deal with day to day. I can tell you that.
no. So I've been studying for it. So now I've been hitting where I'm starting to pass it. Like I took it 3 times in a row and I passed it all 3 times.
Okay.
So I'm gonna keep taking it, man, until I get to like the number that I want to get to. And if I can get to like 280, 270 on a consistent basis, then I'm gonna go take it the next day. Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that for sure.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I wonder if I could. I wanted to go back to something Coach Willow had said when he asked a question about from a safety standpoint, and I'm gonna put it out there. I know you said about checking bags. The other thing, if there are any other track and field officials that are out there besides myself and the audience, we have the authority to shut down any track meet. And I'm saying this because when you go to the regional meet, you go to state meet, there are no athletes on the infield. I went to 2 district meets and we got camps all in the infield. We got people trying to warm up in the infield. You got people in Crocs and blankets wrapped around like they going on the Trail of Tears. They don't need to be on the infield. If you're not running that event, if you're not getting ready to run your event, coaches, take your kids, tell them to go back to the camp. Don't have them hanging out on the infield. And the second thing that I see is, which will prevent a lot of things. No bashing on the coaches, not gonna name any names, but here's what I see coaches doing the whole meet. Walking around like this, not paying any attention to their kids because they're using these track meets as a day off. Stop talking to your side chicks. Get off the phone.
Lonzo.
Get off the phone. What? Hey, man, I'm wilding and freestyling. Get off the phone and watch your picking kids. Because I'm gonna tell you, the safest area meet this week is gonna be in Anna. So Matt Stepp, come on to Anna. Coach Paul already said he's gonna take care of us because that's why I'm officiating in Anna. I will shut it down. I'm gonna tell the coaches out there. I already put it out there to the AD and the ACs and the head track coaches. If your kids come with the wrong attitude, I love baseball. You're gonna be out of there because we got every right. I'm gonna tell the coaches during the meeting, during the scratch meeting, that is your warning. So if I hear any inappropriate language, that includes the N-word, because if the other man can't say that to you, then the brother man shouldn't be saying that to you. So if I hear it, you out of there, you go to be disqualified from that event. And if your coach comes and start talking, your whole team will be kicked out of the meet. And the local PD will be escorting you back up the meet. Hey, I'm not gonna say no names.
They gave the wrong person some power. Lonzo trying to DQ kids out the area meet to go to.
Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you this. A couple of years ago, I'm not gonna say any names, but a couple of years ago, we had to do that to a coach and his whole team.
Oh man!
And let's just say it was a city just south of Duncanville and Lancaster. We had to kick the coach and the whole team. They were disqualified from the rest of the meet because the coach wanted to get mad because they 4x2 ran out of the zone and got disqualified, and he started threatening an official. So Arlington PD escorted him and the whole team out of the stadium. That's one thing that can prevent. But please, coaches, get off the phone with your side chick.
Alonzo, you ain't DQing nobody out of Anna though.
Come on, Charles.
Oh yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. That was the first. Coach Paul was the first person I sent the rules to. I told him I sent the rules, and he said I agree. And I said we're not having it. I don't because they 4x2 got a real good chance to make it to state. Mm-hmm. And I'll be like, hey, you out of here. And I don't care who's mad. Come see me in the parking lot. I got something for you.
So you're not gonna be in it.
Oh Lord.
We're not gonna do it.
They ain't having that, Lonzo.
Hey man, but you got but coach, it's about the kids though, because I'm tired of seeing I'm tired of seeing in a non-contact sport. I'm tired of seeing spectators like we're having a couple of weeks ago in Duncanville fighting in the stand. What you fighting for? Look at the clock. You should be mad at the clock. If your boy your girl didn't get out there and run the time they were supposed to run, because I tell everybody, just like they're on any outdoor sport, it rains in lane 1, just like it rains in lane 8. So I don't want to hear about the elements. Everybody's out in the same elements. I don't want to hear that. If it's cold for everybody. Ain't nobody heating up lane 4 and 5. Where's the space heater for 4 and 5? Where's the tarp for lane 4 and 5? Shut your faces, get out there and run. And on a better day, anybody can beat anybody. But if I see your coaches out there on your phone, I'm slap it out of your hand. Get off your phones. It is not a day off.
That's word B. That's word B. I'm telling you, B is going down.
Wear a headset, or you got AirPods, you got a Bluetooth. Don't quick walk around with that. First, it's gonna give you cancer anyway. Stop sticking that to your ear. Come on, coaches. We know better. You better than that. Out there talk. You don't set up your lounge chair on the 50-yard line, knowing you got all the little girls that, coach, how you doing? And they walking around there in Crocs, knowing they're not getting ready to run. Come on now.
Who are you talking about specifically? Because this seems very specific directed.
I see it at all the meets. I got videos of all through the years. I've been saying the same thing. The announcer will shut the meet down. So I don't care if we out there at 3 o'clock in the morning to finish the meet. You go get it, because I'm tired of hearing down on the infield when they try to run the 200. Nobody should be on the infield. They have to get down. If you're not helping, get your backside back in the stands. That's where you need to be. Because can I run out there on the 50-yard line during the middle of your football game, Coach Coleman or Coach Willow? Y'all, the center getting ready to hike the ball, and I'm just running out like, yeah, Coach, I love you. I'm your biggest fan with my DFW snub shirt, because I didn't get my dub shirt because Pat Botese never sent me my shirt. So I got my snub shirt.
Willow, get this man a shirt, please.
They don't love me, man. So I went to Amazon. And I ordered my extra large. I'm extra large.
I'm gonna give you a J-Mac shirt.
Hey,
that's what I'm talking about.
Alonzo. You I feel like you need to play hit 'em up.
Hey man, you know what? I was listening to some pop.
I
was listening to pop earlier.
Willow, you didn't tell me. You didn't tell me you wasn't drinking alone today.
No, apparently not. My man's open having something sitting on his shoulder right here. The other shoulder said, "Don't do it."
Yeah, he ain't worried about that. What that shoulder say?
Hey man, I've been banned. I've been banned from Sunday nights, man. So it's been a long time. I had a lot,
you welcome. You welcome, brother. I'll be honest. I enjoy Pastor. I ain't heard Pastor in a while. Pastor said, be right. Pastor said he didn't say lock the door, but you could meet him in the parking lot.
Yeah, come on, meet me in the parking lot. I had a few of those when I officiated summer track meets. Y'all asked to see the Hill Blaze coach a few years ago. Y'all asked me what happened to see the Hill Blaze coach. We met in the parking lot. It's all good. Now I got love to see the Hill Blaze, but hey. What you got to do, man. It's about the kids, man. I'm telling you, it's about these kids.
Coach Coleman, I tried to tell him you weren't DISD no more.
Hey, man.
You tried to tell him.
I tried to tell him we were gonna be civilized.
Hey, man, I can tell you this though. I can tell
Nobody
you this.
listen.
Oh, you a drink, coach. Oh, you a drink. Oh, you a drink.
Two meets. I've seen Timberview up close and personal, officiating in the pit. The boys and the girls. And I'm gonna tell you, we have a good time out there, and I've never had any issues because the athletes can't come with electronic devices. So coaches, unless you communicate with another coach, like, hey, did this kid check in or whatever, you should be on your phone. I shouldn't be here like, hey, baby, what we doing tonight after the meet. I shouldn't hear that on your phone. I tell you, I'm gonna slap the phone out of your hand. I'll go ahead. I got an account to get you a new phone, and that's how we gonna do it.
Pastor out here breaking up relationships.
Hey, I think they need to get Alonzo to get like the greeting to all the track coaches before the season starts. On proper protocol at track meet.
On proper protocol. And
hey man, I've been telling them, man.
Alonzo gonna have to walk around with security from now on out.
Hey man, I'm good. I'm good because at the end of the day, they know I love the kids. They call me Coach T. They know Coach T love the kids, and we have fun out there because they know once y'all know that as coaches. When y'all came in, and I know Coach Coleman is fresh for you because it was really week one. When you come in the door and you establish these are the guidelines, these are the rules, these are the instructions. This is the standard. And when you raise that standard, it is what it is. You can't sit up there because from goal line to goal line in football, it's 100 yards. You can't tell anybody like, coach, we kept getting, that's what's wrong with the Cowboys. You get down there, you get in the red zone, and you got to kick a field goal. Kick a field goal. That's not going to win you the game. You got to punch it in every now and then. So if this is the standard, and we're not going to lower a 10-foot goal, because if one of my kids come in and they dunking on a 7-foot goal, they doing 360s, acting like they Spud Webb back in the day. I'm telling my age, like they Spud Webb or Vince Carter, Vince Sanity, and they bragging about it. But the standard is a 10-foot goal. So let's stop lowering the standards. Let's stop doing that and thinking that it's okay because if you can't do it in any other sport, and y'all know now even after the game, they don't let all the people on the field and stuff like that. So don't do it at a track meet. Don't do that. And then you got the announcer keep saying over and over, you can't run along the athletes. Your athlete would be disqualified. No, get them out of there. Get them out of there. And then you're going to learn the lesson. So and I'm not jinxing anybody. So when your top athlete does not go to the next level and they got them 2 letters, that big DQ, not for Dairy Queen, by their name, then people going to get some act right. Kick them out of there. Stop lowering the standards. You can't do it at a club. You go in there and showing your behind at a club, the bouncer gonna kick you out. And then they're gonna put your face on there. And same thing, you go writing hot checks. They're gonna have your check. You go to Walmart and write some hot checks, see if your name not up there. You can't even come into Walmart. Get out of here. Come on, son.
Hey,
you can't get in there doing that.
Okay, pal.
I'm sorry, man. Y'all don't left in the box for too long, man. Y'all don't left.
Pastor, you broke up enough marriage.
Hey, I'm just hot because y'all didn't give me my dub shirt, man. Sitting here, hey, Black History.
I'm happy you back, brother. That's all I'm saying. I'm happy you back. You bring that energy, man. And I ain't gonna lie, boy. I can't stop laughing. It's hurting.
Yeah,
right now. But we got Coach Coleman on. B. Ryan, you got anything for Coach Coleman before you get out of here, man?
Yeah, I'm finna be out. What you got for me?
I don't got nothing, Coach.
Damn. He said, welcome to his text. That's all he got to say.
I did hear Mansfield got high tax. Property tax.
I'll see you a little bit.
We'll see each other soon. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. I'm finna get ready for this morning.
Hey, man, get ready for this morning. Hey, I appreciate you, Coach. We're going to have you back on, man. You used to this. It ain't nothing new. You know how it go.
Yeah, I already know.
And we ain't asked you. We ain't even trying to get you to talk about no rivals yet. See?
Hey, you right. That's because Willow wasn't on early. That's why.
Yeah. That's all. Appreciate you, Coach.
All right. I appreciate it. I'll holler at y'all later.
Yes, sir.
See you in Austin, Coach. See you at the state meet.
All right. I'll be there. All right.
Willow.
Yes, sir.
I'm finna get out of here, but before we do, I can need you to go and give us an update about your girls team, because the Dub is the official flag station of Seagoville girls football.
Yep.
Man.
So give us an update, brother.
Yeah. So last week, we played Samuel in the Fiber Bundles, and it got ugly. So we was down. We was down 3 of our starters. So we had to sit them out for this game. And then one of our other players decided she wanted to go hoop. So we was kind of down, man. We was bare. We was running the skeleton crew. We had a big game going. The rivals. We had a Carrollton Creek View. They came up off an impressive win the week before. And man, it was a good game, man. And your girl, T, man, she is the MVP, man. So it was 6-6 for a long time. We was going back and forth. And man, she jumped this route, caught it, took it to the house. And then the next thing you know, they got the ball back. They trying to come back and score. We caught another pick, took it to the house, and we ended the game, man. And we was playing with girls where we had to mix and match and find different formulas to make it work. We had a lot of girls that stepped up. Nevaeh, man, oh my God, so the refs just kept talking, just raving over her and the way she was rushing the quarterback, man. She did an outstanding job. And man, just so many girls, Genesis, that girls has just stepped up, man, and played their hearts out, man. And we got the win 18-6, which is huge. But next week, we got Spruce, man, and it's for the district championship already, right? So Spruce undefeated, we undefeated. So it's going to be a good game. It's a game that we have to have. And to me, they played championship football this past weekend. So we got to, and we're continually getting better. And I thought one of the things that was most impressive was the standard, like Coach Coleman said, and Alonzo talked about, never changed depending on who was in the game. The standard was the standard, and they rose up to the standard. And there was young ladies that was forced to start that wasn't starting. So, and they showed up. Serenity had two had a touchdown catch and a pick six. And this is a young lady who was just playing linebacker, and she had to go to offense because of our numbers. So yeah, it was an amazing thing, man. I was so proud of them, man. And this week, when the Cowboys put their highlights out, Seagoville was in. We had two different highlights. You know what I mean? So within that clip by the Cowboys, so we're growing. We're continuing to get better. And the one thing I will say is that there are a lot of good girls out there that's playing, and it's a lot of teams that's continuing to get better. And yeah, Kimball, man, they beat Carter, and I wish Carter at some point would start fighting back because I'm getting tired of that. But they getting better, man, and to see other teams continue to grow and to continue to get better, man. So it's gonna be exciting, man. It's fun, and I would employ anybody if you get a chance. And I know the Star is far, but we're gonna be playing at Forrester. So I would say, man, if y'all can get out there, man, go watch it, go support it. You will be amazed at how much fun it is to watch it. Like, we stayed and watched other games, and man, these teams are out there playing. Them girls are out there balling. Like for real,
That's
for
dope.
real.
Hey, I tell you what, B Rise, come pick me up, man. I'll buy you a Griff's burger, man.
Oh yeah. When is this game? It's Saturday, Coach.
Saturday it's at the Star.
Next Saturday, right?
Yeah. It's at the Star. And for Larry Oliver and for Juan, y'all just keep winning. Keep winning. You'll see us.
Hey, Coach, what time is it Saturday? Because I'm literally, man, 15 minutes from the Star, man. What time is it Saturday?
We don't know what time we play, man. I don't be knowing that stuff to the week of the game.
We'll get it to you, Alonzo.
But yeah, just send me a message. Yeah, because I want to be there. I'm literally 15 minutes away from the Star, man. So like I say, the area meet is Friday. I'm open Saturday, man. So yeah, I will definitely be there, Coach, without a doubt. And that goes, and I'm gonna say this, that goes to back to what I've been saying, and J Mac been saying about coaching, man. When you got a coach that the athletes believe in, because when you just said you were down, what coach? 4 players, four your players were out
Yeah,
from this past game. And
Yeah.
so when you had those that wasn't normally starters to step up, that's a number one sign that coaching trumps talent. Not all day, every day, but 9 times out of 10. So, like I say, shout out to you, Coach, man. Watching the highlight reels and just looking at those young ladies and hearing you in the clips, man. You got them ladies excited. And I'm gonna say something, Matt Step. You said that this will not be a sanctioned event like this. Yeah, it is, man. Like I said, it's an Olympic sport. It's picking up traction, and I would much rather go see these young ladies playing flag football than I see some of these teams playing tackle football. I'm tell you that straight up. So
it's gonna be a sanctioned event, man. In 2027 is when I'm thinking it's gonna happen in about 2 years, but it's definitely gonna be a sanctioned high school event. I mean, you gotta think about it, man. Anything that's gonna allow these girls to go get scholarship, well, you gotta sanction it. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's gonna allow them to have a better future, you definitely gotta sanction it, man. So, but like I said, I think I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for all the girls, all the programs, all these coaches, man. That Saturday I saw, man, so many ACs and head coaches out there on the sideline helping these girls. So it's growing. It's I hope them same coaches out there during the week helping them. Don't just show up on game day and try to help them. It's gonna be too late for you, especially if you're playing us. So,
hey man, I do want to give a big shout out to Kimber, man. My man Juan, his team is doing good. Kimber's doing good. And shout out to all the girls. I saw the Soto girls looking good.
yeah, they balling. Dunkerville balling.
Hey man,
North
shout
Crowley.
that's what I meant to ask Coleman was why I don't think none of the Mansfield teams have a girls team, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what's funny? Here's what's the funny part. A lot of those football programs, like North Crowley, they girls balling. DeSoto girls balling. Dunkerville girls balling. Kimball balling. Sock had a hiccup, but they still got a good team. I guess we're an anomaly,
Yeah.
But hey, we'll be an anomaly wherever I go.
Well, if you the coach, it is what it is.
It is what it is, baby. Winners win.
Winners win.
That's it.
That's all I be trying to tell people, man. Winners win, man. But before we get out of here, one more salute to Seagoville basketball coach. He's now the head coach at Skyline, right?
Well deserved. Well deserved. They couldn't have got a better coach. They couldn't have got a better coach for sure. We definitely got to get him on the show.
Yeah, we got to get him on the show, man. Salute to him, man. I guess the football coach will be coming up. I got my favorite. I hope Coach Spencer get it, man. I feel like they need a young alumni to lead it if they could get it.
Yeah, that's still a great job. It's a better job than what it was when Coleman took it over. So you got some pieces there to grow. I think the biggest hurdle for them is next realignment. If they can get up out that district of Doom, get into that Forney district or that Garland district, I think that'll help their program.
Man, look, Skyline, if you're listening, tell UIL you have no problem traveling east. You welcome getting put in that Lufkin district.
You're okay with it.
You cool with it.
Look, listen, I'm telling you. Listen, if I'd applied for that job and got that job there, I'm telling you what would happen. At first, they order business. Hey, man, after this year, UAL come back around, we're gonna be like Lufkin. We're gonna be all type of appeals. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we'd rather go that way. We cool. I know y'all need 6. We'll be your 6. Just keep me up out this district right here. Because then it buys you time. It buys you time to build your program to compete with that district.
Yeah, man. It's hard to get players in that district. It's hard to get the players, man. Like, damn, y'all play Duncanville, DeSoto, back to back.
Weibo definitely need to go back down to 5A.
He said Weibo might go 5A. I don't see how. They studied growing out there, but we'll see.
Well, coach, before they rehired their coach, their enrollment was going down.
Yeah. Well, if they go back 5A, then I think they're back in the running.
Yeah.
They back in the running if they go 5A. I just never thought they was a 6A school. So if they go back 5A, hey, they right back in it.
They have the same problems. Same problem had for the past 3 years.
What a basketball team.
Stop it, B-Rock.
We ain't finna cook cold nothing out, man. It'll be let's see when they was in 5A D1, they finished 4th in the district. When they went 6A, they finished 4th in the district. Well, come on, man. We ain't finna do that.
So you saying it don't matter where they go, the results gonna be the same? You say you can't outrun yourself? Is that what you say?
I don't see. If we do, hey, I'm like Jay. I'll be the first to admit I was wrong.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with saying what you think. Just if you're wrong, you just admit you're wrong. It's all good.
I'm just staying fast. When they was at 5A last year, they finished. What? They finished 4th in the district.
You basically saying they are what they are, huh? You say Weibo can't outrun Weibo as fast as they are?
Man, I'm just
hey, how was Weibo track team this year, Alonzo?
I was just going to say, are they really fast? Because I don't even know if Weibo got a boys track team.
Hey, I don't know what they doing. Last time, anything dealing with Weibo, I know there was some inner turmoil amongst the athletes. So I don't know what they doing. Them girls are trucking though, man. And shout out to Coach Carroll and shout out to Lancaster Lightning and DeSoto Swift, man. They got them girls running. Like I said, with the boys, I don't know if they just so excited about watching the girls run that they not focused, man. But like I said, maybe because the move up, but I'm just not used to the Lancaster boys struggling like they are. So
yeah, and they got Jeremy Warner over there, man. Is Jeremy working with the girls too?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, is he the girls coach too?
Yeah, I mean he's schooling them. He's like I say, it's my deal is this, man.
But
when you have
the boys become sorry.
Like I said, man, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna get in trouble. It is gonna get me in trouble. The views and opinions expressed are those of Alonzo Tustin only. Do not hold this against the Dub or any independent contractor. You can't get out there and you trying to be Pretty Boy Floyd doing these summer track meets. You don't want to listen to your summer track coaches. You don't want to listen to your school coaches. And you get out there just because you put on that orange and black and you think that you're going to walk on the track and you're going to walk on the football field and you automatically going to win. You can't do that. You can't do it. Them girls are coming out there getting ready to work. Them boys want to sit out there and they want to drink Dr. Pepper and eat chili cheese dogs and Frito chili pies and stuff. You can't do that. They worried about how they gonna be somebody in PS whatever and Xbox. You can't do that. Everybody else is still putting in that work. Weibo, listen to me, boys, put down them Dr. Peppers, back away from them chili cheese fries, and go to work. Because you got great coaches over there. Go to work.
I'm put it like this, man. They football coach, when he was the head track coach at Duncanville, they was very good. I don't know why, and I don't know if this is the case or not, but if I got a very good track coach that's the head football coach, and I know that some of my best players or my best runners is going to come from the football program, You need to have them out there.
What's your question?
That's true.
How much? And it's just a hypothetical question. Well, it's not even hypothetical. It's just an intrusive question, right? How much of a role does the culture of the football program plays into the track program?
I don't know, because he wouldn't hired a whole track coach. Like, he hired a track guy.
But okay,
quote unquote.
That's a German Warner Olympic gold medalist, right? However, from what I'm listening to, what Alonzo is saying, and what I'm asking is how much of that culture is transcended to track if most of your kids are coming from football.
That is a good question.
I see what you're saying.
Good question.
I know you put it out there, Coach, but are you putting it out there to the general audience? Because you and I already share the same philosophy when it comes to that. You can't have. Oh man, like I said, remember we did an emergency show, right? Back in the fall, right? Behind the playoff game, right? So I'm just gonna say it. You have to put in the work. You cannot sit back on your blessed assurance and thinking you got everything won before you step out there and lace them up. You have to want to put in the work. And if you have some guys that are putting in the work and other guys that aren't, and when you have a track coach, I am one that when I see, especially a coach that has done it at the apex of their sport, I'm going to sit down and be a human sponge. I'm not going to challenge an Olympic gold medalist and he's coaching me. I'm not.
In the same sentence, though, Alonzo, on the same sentence, just because you're an Olympic gold medalist, right? And it's just me saying this, and there's no shot at nobody, right? So this is definitely not a shot. It's just in my experience. Sometimes, just because you played the sport, and even though Jeremy has coached the sport and coached it at a high level, but now you're in an area where you have different type of kids, right? So being able to be relatable is really more of a skill set that every great coach has to have, right? So like if you take a Todd and take Todd and put him somewhere, Todd is going to be relatable because to a certain group of kids, it's Todd. You see what I'm saying? So he's always going to be relatable wherever you put him. Some people may not be relatable personality-wise in different areas with different type of kids. It doesn't mean that they're not great coaches. It just means that it's going to take them a time to fit in to that particular situation because of where they come from. If that makes any sense.
No, I get
right.
Right.
It's a cultural. There are cultural differences from where Coach Warner came from and being at Lancaster. However, if the culture is one where you're not winning, then you need to adapt to the coaches, the new coach's way that is a winner, has been a winner, in the Olympic arena, as well as the places that he has gone prior to that. So, when I started teaching, I took the Joe Clark approach. I'm sitting up here, and you got to change the mindset. You can't continue to say this is the way we've always done it, because doing it the way you've always done it. B-Rise, what'd you just say? What place did they finish in?
Second.
But when you talking about the best you get is fourth. That if you just plan to get in, That's cool. You just running to get in. That's cool. But you can't. You can't sit up here and not have the guys. At least take a page. If you don't want to listen to the coaches, at least take a page from the girls. Look at what they're doing. Like I say, because they out there doing summer. It's hot. It's 113 degrees, and then it's 120 degrees out there on the field. The turf, the heat waves coming. Those girls out there putting in work in the pit. They putting in work in the oval. You can't sit up here and make it saying, well, the girls are doing this and the guys can't do the same thing. Because, Coach, all of y'all know, being in school, when y'all see the girls doing some of the particular sport, you want to at least match that energy. And I don't see the same thing from the boys.
Let me say this, Alonzo. I just learned this just from coaching girls this year. Man, them girls are tougher than these boys nowadays.
Yeah.
They're more aggressive. They're more they're tougher mentally. Emotionally, they still girls. But for the most part, they are willing to do. So I'll put it to you like this. I don't have to argue with them back and forth, right? Because they're open-minded, they're willing to listen, they're willing to do whatever you ask them to do, they're willing to grow just by their temperament. Whereas in football with Seagoville, I have to fight with them every day just to do the little stuff. You see what I'm saying? Right. But it goes back to a team that's winning and growing and a team that's just whatever they are. You understand what I'm saying? So I think if you look at a situation like Jeremy, I think for him, he has to find a way to get his kids to buy into what he's doing. Before I ever blame a kid, I will blame a coach. I'm not going to ever say the kids are not this. I'm going to say as a coach, you got to figure out how to get your kids to play for you, run for you, to buy into your culture. For an example, I don't cut girls. I don't cut people. Even when I get my program, I'm not going to cut people. My culture is going to cut people. If you're not willing to come to class, if you're not willing to, if you stay in the hallways, if you're always throwing drama, if you're always in the mess, I can't have you around this program. If that means I got to play with 25, 30 kids, that's just what it means. Because I'm going to play with 25, 30 kids that are going to listen and do things the right way, and we're going to win. And I think at the end of the day, that's where Jeremy's at. He has to figure out how to get his kids to buy into what he's doing and moving forward to change that program. However, I think it has to be a holistic culture shift for that program.
11:30, Lonzo, Seagoville girls.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah, I saw that 11:30.
You come pick me up by 10 so we can get on out there.
Yeah, I would definitely be there.
Yeah, this for this championship too, Alonzo. This is a big game for us, man. Yeah, it's our first championship type game. Well, last year was, man. Last week was. They definitely played with a championship mindset because we actually got a trophy to take home. But this is gonna be big, man. Spruce is a good team.
Yeah, you're gonna hear me before you see me, Coach. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that, Mr. Thorne. Yeah, I got that 11:30 a.m. I got you locked in. Like I say, I'm literally 15 minutes away, man. So yeah, I would definitely be there, man.
And that's my guy, Isaiah Thornton. So just know he's the best op guy in all of football, man. That guy there is awesome. Yeah, oh my God, he going with me everywhere I go. Like that's. J-Man,
I haven't seen the video. I was just looking on your YouTube channel. I didn't see the video yet. Y'all ain't got it up yet?
We didn't. Well, we didn't have a good film this week. So I mean, we kind of try to get our film how we can get it, man. So we didn't have a good film this week. Okay. But and then plus on top of that, we had a little old fashioned got in the way. So
okay. Okay. I get it. Well, hey, man, we appreciate it, man. It's been fun, man. We done did 2 hours. Shout out to Coach Coleman, my dog, running things out there at Timberview. I'm glad he sat in, chopped it up, man. I hate we had to yuck it up a little bit with a little track talk, but we had to get the track talk out the way because B-Ride started B-Ride wanted to talk that track. So, and like I told B-Rise, man, if you gonna talk track, I gotta get Alonzo on here because I ain't finna be sitting here talking to switch. I gotta get Alonzo on here. B-Rise wanted to talk.
Hey,
B-Rise said, "God damn it, you say Bo ain't never."
hey, listen, J-Man. I'm laughing, and this is why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because Todd is in this chat hot right now. He hot. I'm also laughing at you stalling him out, which is funny as shit, right?
It's by Coleman, dog. It's by Coleman. You know what I'm saying?
So Todd, we're gonna have an emergency show on Tuesday, man. The people spoken gonna have to Alonzo. You and Todd are more than welcome to come on. We'll do a track episode of the people spoken, man.
There you go. That's where it belongs. That's where it belongs. Well, him and Alonzo could just yell at each other for a whole hour.
Yeah.
There it is.
But hold on, Coach Willow. Coach Willow, this is the same one. This is the same Coach Todd that said, I'm not getting up that early to go to track meets. How are we even gonna have this discussion when he's still in bed? He's still rolling over snoring. He don't even come to the track. He don't even come out there to the track like that. We can have it though. No, Coach Todd, you know, I love you, man. We go back to the days of red light, green light. I love you, Coach Todd, man. I would never try to tell you how to run a football program, but when you coming in that track, I got something for you, man. Take notes. Make sure you take notes.
Big shout out to Coach Traylor for winning district. Sock Boys won district. Great job, Coach Traylor.
Yeah, man. Shout out. Y'all beat Adamson and all them. All right.
Don't disrespect us.
What else we got, man? What else we got? I mean, goddamn. I mean, I ain't for the. Don't they win district every year?
Listen, it don't matter, man. We celebrating victories, man. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just saying.
Stop being messy, man.
They don't make you an expert.
Listen, I know you don't like for people to help the borough. I know. Okay. You want the borough to defend themselves. But you won't even bring the head borough on.
Because it wasn't about him. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. So we're gonna do it on Tuesday.
Well, okay, then.
Do it on Tuesday. You know,
and quit trying to make it about it. And we just, like I said, it was about Coleman, and then it was about B-Rise, and then it was about Alonzo. But I didn't want to talk that long about it. But I had to bring them on because Alonzo is our dub track expert. And I take Alonzo's word over everybody. Alonzo and Brookins, if they say it, I'm cool. I ain't listening to nobody else.
You said ain't no track coach gonna tell, ain't no football coach gonna tell you nothing about track
at all. Especially if they ain't got unless they out here winning state in track. If you ain't at the track meet at the track in Austin for state, I ain't trying to hear it.
I can't. A good thing I can't see the chat. But can y'all ask Coach Todd? Did he go to the district meet? His team won district, right? His school won.
I think if y'all gonna keep hollering Todd, and y'all not gonna let the man defend himself.
Nobody hollering Todd but you.
Well, no, I'm not hollering Todd. Listen, I'm not hollering Todd. I'm not. I'm saying
nobody mentioned him but you.
I'm literally listen, guys. I just asked what the conversation was about. All I know is I was online reading, and I knew Alonzo was taking shots at the Ville, and the Ville had nothing to do with this.
I didn't take shots at the Ville. I'm saying.
I just know that. I know Brooklyn jumped in and said, "Yeah, Ty, it don't even matter. Play your JV against Seagoville." I'm like, wait a minute, what are we doing?
He did take a shot, but that was on Facebook. That wasn't on the show.
No, but that Facebook comment is what got the show rolling. So,
but Coach, I wasn't taking the shot at Seagoville. I was saying like for Sock. I was saying for Coach Todd because again, going back to what's really exciting tomorrow night. Can somebody tell me? Because Auburn, right, made it to the Final Four. Where are they? Right. And Duke made it to the Final Four. Where are they? They at home like the rest of us. They're going to be watching the game on the couch. So when you are shooting for 4 and you're not shooting to win, I don't know.
I want to get off the show because I got to get up and go to work early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be in at 7 myself, man. I appreciate y'all, man, for allowing me to come on and get some stuff off my chest. It's been a month of Sundays, as my grandmother used to say, man. So I appreciate y'all allowing me to come on again.
Back next week, man. You just come on back next week because you just a hot topic these days. Pastor, you
and just don't lock the door when you come.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't lock the door.
But they can meet you in the parking lot.
They can meet me in the parking lot. I'm not gonna lock the door, but meet me in the parking lot.
They don't lock the door, meet you in the parking lot, no doubt.
That's it.
Man, y'all get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey,
yes, sir.
One thing, man. Big shout out to everybody that reached out to me, man, about my grandmother and ICU. That's been heavy on my family, but big shout out to everybody that reached out to me, checked on my family, all the righteous prayers. I thank y'all. Ain't none of that went unnoticed. I promise you, ain't none of that went unnoticed. The people that reached out and checked on me, man. I promise you, that is not went unnoticed, and I thank y'all. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go hoods, putting in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach trying to stand on the scene, giving advice, he knew what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
These guys are go easy, off the easy, but easy. With my steppers, our special kids, making pieces.